Hello. Hold on. What? Wait. There. I knew. I was like, what? How you doing? How's it going? You ready for some late night Animus sessions? Welcome to Late Nights in the Animus. Did I do it? Did that look cool? We also have a little special treat tonight. Tonight's going to be a nice, in honor. Well, hold on. Let's load in here real quick. In honor of being so close to our Assassin's Creed 100% syncing, we completed our Copernici missions. So, Copernici, important in our underground horsey layer story. Let's go update our outfit real quick. There we go. Oh, it's the merchant shop. So all we have left got our Romulus missions, and our War Machine mission. That's it, I think. 8 points done. Forge a flag. I don't think these are necessary. I think the treasures things I can do on my own. And then I think I'll do this one on my own off stream. Makes more sense that way anyways. I think these kind of things I might just do off stream. See, this is why you gotta get to be in my little inner circle of elite fun coolness. Because if you're in my elite cool fun circle, that the IRL, if you're one of those, because it's gonna happen at some point. I'm gonna build my little inner circle of cool IRL people that enjoy me on this little journey outside of the digital animus, the IRL animus. You know, these are the kind of stuff that can be enjoyed by my friends and stuff in real life. We can go on adventures that secure these kind of things here. So I think that would be good, and that's a good, nice little motivational concept for people to to do. Okay, let's go change our outfit real quick. And I have two things I'd like to bring up at the beginning of my stream. Once we change to our outfit, then we kind of just sit back a little bit, relax. There are two things that I'd like to bring up that I think are important. Ooh, look, a Borgia flag. Here, look. Well, in the meantime, we can collect some of these treasures. Here. There you go.
Come see what pride.
Okay, yeah. Want that.
Addio then. Mention me to your friends, eh?
And not done. And this. So in honor of being so close to completing Assassin's Creed, being close to New Year's, and completing our Copernici, Copernicus was there at the beginning of this. We're going to celebrate some Venetian red wine tonight, and we're going to turn this into our first drinking stream. And I'm not going to do any shout-outs per se for the wine, but we got a nice Merlot here, and let's open her up, and let's see what this Venetian wine's got. Yeah. The last time I did this, I don't think I did it correctly, but I think. Alright, let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Okay. Alright. Okay. I think this is good. Okay. Oh, there we go. I got it. We got it. Dad, I got it. Okay. Gently. We don't want it to break off. Ah! Alright, and gently. Gently. Alright. And then, just gonna kind of peel these ends off here. Some people might push them down, some people might push them back. I'm just gonna peel them off. Now I've never even been to a wine vineyard. However, I'm sure that'd be a fun experience to go on in the future. But I've been doing some cooking with it. So let's see if I can do this correctly. Alright, here we go. Okay. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to the Animus. Cheers to life. Cheers to a new year. Cheers to correcting narratives that were inappropriately placed. Cheers to being able to either create our visions or be a part of the teams that are capable of creating their visions during the times that we have. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. It's really nice, actually. I've also noticed, and I don't know if this is supposed to be a thing or anything, I've noticed that sometimes, I like the wine when it's room temperature. This is a little cool, I just got it. It's a little on the cooler side. I noticed I like it when it's a little bit more room temperature. And usually when it's like been open for a day, it's got a little bit more of a, it kind of develops kind of like a velvety texture flavor, I noticed. So, you know, again, kind of one of those things like that. If you end up going to do wine testing, those are probably kind of the things that you learn about. So if I ever end up, you know, experiencing those kind of things in the future, well, when I get to that point, you know, I'm sure I'll get a nice education lesson on some of these things. But yeah. Okay. So today. Oh yes, I also 2 points I wanted to bring up. 2 points. The first point is, I'm an American, and I think there's a lot of people who really wonder what the pursuit of happiness means. And today, I think I came up with a somewhat pretty decent understanding of what the pursuit of happiness is and what it shouldn't be abused for. I think the pursuit of happiness, most important, or at least relatively speaking, and I think how it benefits society most, its interpretation is, you know, there are people who are born into happiness. There are people who are born into wealth. There are people who are born into favorable situations. And then there are people who aren't. And the people who are born into those more advantageous, you know, the more advantageous positions, or the positions that have more of an easier time or different, you know, connections, network for friends, whatever it is, you know, you kind of made it to a level of happiness, at least in America, and I'm speaking strictly about America here. You know, you made it to a level in America of happiness that some people spend their whole lives trying to achieve. And I think one of the reasons why the pursuit of happiness exists is not so you can have 1% of the population make their happiness, you know, their happiness shouldn't come from making the smaller percent or the lower percent or the other percent suffer. You know, I don't think that's how it should be. I think the goal of people who achieve that ability to get to that happiness state, they shouldn't get their happiness from trying to make other people suffer and keeping society down in certain ways. You know, people talk about the 1% of the population that controls the wealth, for example. A lot of people would say that, you know, sometimes they get their happiness because people suffer. You know, I don't think that's how pursuit of happiness works in America. I think the pursuit of happiness in some concepts should be people who are there, who are born into that happy situation and who have the control over society that some people have to spend an entire lifetime to even get close to. They're supposed to make it so other people can get to that pursuit, that threshold, that baseline happiness that some people are born into and that some people are trying to work towards. And, society sets up these things like education and businesses and entertainment and all these ways for people to get there in different capacities. And sometimes it gets, really, really lost in the fog of war, societal war, suburban war, business war, mathematic war. These things sometimes get lost in that fog. And the blueprints really are there. So, when people start bringing up why people, because I think the world of kink has a heavy hand in today's world, dominant submission, why people do things for power, for pain, to make people suffer, to make people feel good, rewarding people for going through suffering things. There's a dynamic of this that is obviously going on in society. It has been going on in society. And that has affected my life specifically. And viewing it from the perspective that I viewed it, I think it's important going forward that people remember that the pursuit of happiness is meant not to allow the people who have already gotten to that pursuit, who have already achieved the ability to live their lives freely, to not have to worry about working multiple jobs, to not have to worry about being able to pay their rent. The people who've reached a point of their lives of happiness to where, they don't have to worry about those kind of things, the basic things that most people who are working worry about, right? I think there should be a certain level of trying to make the pursuit of happiness easier for the people who weren't born into that. I think that's an element that sometimes gets lost in the fog, not forgotten, but lost, or camouflaged in a societal fight for control. So that's one thing I'd like to say. The next thing I'd like to say is that, barring anybody officially coming forward and publicly not only informing me in the world, let me put it this way, until somebody comes forward to me and officially wants to acknowledge a relationship, I'm very much single. Technically, I know I have a lot of interest from people, and I know some people are playing games to try to make me less desirable or more desirable, and back and forth the ping pong game between these kind of things go. But I'm technically single, so I don't really, given my current complex situation, there's certain things that. So meeting people is an interesting scenario for me. The digital apps don't really work because when you hit a certain level of internet, whatever, people have certain layers where they allow certain people to meet you and not meet you, and it's very complicated. So, I go to the grocery store, and that's a place you can probably, I don't want to say the grocery store should be a dating ground per se, but when I'm at the grocery store and they're, and people who fit within my filter of what I'm seeking want to reach out to me and try and ask me out on a date, or want to take me out on an activity, or ask me to go to an event, et cetera, to offer me, to reach out, to offer. I think the grocery store for me, and given the complexity of my situation, would be an appropriate and safe place for me to engage with people at the current time. Relative to all the things going on in my situation that people are and are not aware of. So I'm open to date. It's Wednesday, New Year's is Saturday. I have a stream on Friday. I'm definitely going to be at the grocery store again before New Year's. So if anybody does want to kind of I don't have any plans for New Year's yet, technically. So if anybody wants to, potentially invite me to something, or, even if it's just kind of a feeler kind of thing, just to see, not any commitments, not any, I get it. Some of that's complicated as well, because some people are well, once you're committed, blah, 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 blah. Well, I guess that's the point of dating sometimes, that's the difference between dating somebody and being in a relationship with somebody, at least from my perspective, somebody who hasn't been dating, right? You can date somebody, but you're not necessarily in a relationship, right? People can date me and not necessarily be in a relationship with. So, and I'm specifically talking about actual relationships in my life. People who want to engage in relationships of friendship, relationships of business, relationships of romance, relationships of, all kinds. So, I think that would be a fair game place given the context of everything that's going on in my life, it's got security, it's got a fair floor plan, it's got opportunities for people to, say hello to me, because I think we've reached a point where I've got the security in place and I've got people around me aware of my situation enough to the point where I think we can turn it into and again, I'm not saying that we should make the grocery store a dating ground or a business conference room, but in the complex situation that I've been dealt, and as some streamers who also reach fame have been through, I think this, deserves a fair, respectable looking at. So, I'm on board with it, and if, other people are on board with it, the grocery store would be a fair place, I think, for the time being, until people want to actually officially invite me to offices and or to I don't know how these. I'm trying to communicate ways that we can both work with each other, businesses, and friends, people, and humankind. So, cheers again to new opportunities, to the pursuit of happiness, and to the new year upcoming again. So, yeah. Cool. Okay. Is it okay if I drink a lot of the wine to see how it's like? I don't think I'm a crazy drunk person or anything, but I think this would be a fun stream to just kind of get a little loose. Right? So I'm gonna be a little, I know there's a lot of people out there who might view drinking as a certain thing. First of all, shout out to Edibot. Shout out, E. But I think I'll probably drink it in a little faster pace just to kind of see how it vibes with my stream. Since I don't really do, my streams are kind of like an hour in the hour 15 range.
A pleasure, Messere. Come again.
So, let's get it started. Alright, I think we can just jump right into the missions. I think we're going to finish our Romulus, and I think we're going to leave that tank mission for last. So let's finish the Romulus missions, yeah. Shall we? Romulus missions engaged. Oh, and we have to get these last buildings here, so let's hit the bank up. Let's hit this bank up, and then let's renovate our last buildings. Okay. So, speaking of which, some people might be interested in knowing a little bit more about me in regards to relationships. So let's get some fact checking. Let's do some fact checks. I'm 33 years old. I've never had a girlfriend. Technically, I've never had a girlfriend. I have dated people. I'm not a virgin. I have dated people. But nothing ever translated to an actual girlfriend-boyfriend relationship. I am on the more curious side of sexuality. And I try to keep that a somewhat relatively private thing, but I don't hide it. It's not a secret part of my life. It's not a secret society for me. It's a real thing, not just a fad. And it's been, I think, one of the reasons why maybe finding a relationship has been difficult, because finding legit people in the world of kink and fetish, there's a lot of people who they use it for their own sexual purposes, and it's not really a lifestyle for them, or they're only interested in it for the sexual adventures, or some people just want to be a part of it for the sexual paid experiences, right? That's not what I'm in. I'm more interested for the actual lifestyle dynamic of it, not necessarily the old school medieval style, but certainly a more cozier style. And I say cozier style because you know, in the world that we live in the United States, there is an element of civil rights and constitutional protection that seems to be the vinegar and water of kind of like the freedom experience. You know, in America, we have the right to be free individuals and be independent, free kind of people. Let's head to the Romulus chamber while we're talking. And, but with that being said, it's also got to adhere to certain levels of civil rights and constitutional protections, Bill of Rights. Well, hello horsies. You can join us if you want. We're gonna go that way. If you want to come with, come on. Anyways, so you know, there's a certain level of the kink world that finds a way to. I forgot what I was talking about. I know it has something to do with the kink world, but I've forgotten what I've talked. I've forgotten. Someone remind me. Something about relationships. Anyways, we'll come back to it. So, for people who are interested in dating me, I do want them to know that I'm kink friendly. I'm not in it for a fad. But I'm not necessarily like, you know, I'm not going to transition to like a goth Death Eater either, you know? I see, you know, some people when they get into the world of kink, they can, you know, they really do come in all different kinds. There's the goth crowd, there's the you know, the adult, the little crowd, there's the mommy, daddy, you know, the daddy dog, you know, all the different dynamics that sometimes puts people in the wrong direction or makes them feel a little, ooh. But that's part of their world, and they role play that, and we want it to be consensual. We want it to be a consensual act that people are willingly participating in, and not something that they're roped into and then bribed and manipulated into forced to being into. And we want it to be a consensual act because we want people to be willing participants, you know? And I guess some people argue that the only way to make sure that it becomes a lifestyle is to force people to follow through on the practices. Is that what some people argue? Is that, you know, because there is, I'm sure, some element of, you know, manipulation and coercion and trying to trick people into it or abusing their civil rights. And this is why I say in the United States, kink is unique. And that's where I was before. I was talking about why kink in the United States is unique and how sometimes it doesn't vibe with the overall medieval, you know, original kink theme. You know, kink has been around since the beginning of time too. The whole idea of power and dominance and submission. So, you know, it's vibing. The world of kink is vibing in a world of Americanism, and Americanism is supposed to be it's supposed to be a foundation and adoption of civil rights and independence, liberty. And obviously, there's an ebb and flow of community and individualism that both steer the United States in the direction that the people guide at the end of it all. It's the people guiding it, even if and you know, this is the beautiful part about it. This is why it's beautiful. Even if you're all being manipulated by Russia, even if you're all being manipulated by China, even if you're all being manipulated by Europe, even if you're all being manipulated by social media, you're still making a choice. You're making a choice based off the information that you're consuming. And I think there's a little bit of responsibility in making sure that you're consuming the correct information, which is why journalistic integrity and ethics are important. That's a very big reason why journalism, integrity, and ethics are incredibly important. So I just want to say, you know, this fight for freedom and the fight to be able to live your life independently and to live it in the way that you want it versus serving somebody else's plan and agenda. Because there's a lot of countries that I do believe they serve an agenda or a plan. They do. And that's why you have to be aware of the country you're living in and aware of the system and laws and the rule of government. You know, you got to be aware of these things so you can at least be aware of what's going on. And I get it. Some of you live in dictatorships and other scenarios of government that are confusing, I'm sure, at times, and don't always give the people the power that they want sometimes, whether they deserve it or not. You know, that's something else to be said, because education is also important to gain power. You know, the freedom to vote and have a voice, that's powerful. It's very powerful. And that's why education is important. You know, for these countries that want to have the power of vote, just like America does, don't avoid the education part, because that's just as important. It really is. Getting that education and making sure that you have a population educated to understand what's going on. Very important. Because even in America, you can see educated people can still get in battles with each other. But it's better to be educated, I think. It really is. It goes with the whole progress of life. At least that's what I think. Where's our layer of Romulus here? Let's see. Let's find it. So, you know, food for thought. Food for thought. Hiya. Alright, layer of Romulus. Engaged. Don't lose more than a block of health. Oh, I can do that. And we're all stocked up already, which is good. So this is not a timed base. That's nice. I like that. Dark and ominous, though. Dark and ominous. Kind of like American democracy. Dark and ominous. Did that guy lie about his resume to get elected? Did he not? Did they steal that election? Or was it all a ruse? Dark, ominous. Alright, where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going. Where am I going? Is this where I'm supposed to go? I think I'm headed in the right direction. Let's see. This is slightly confusing. Where do I go? What do I do? How do I save the world? Oh gosh. This is like that scene from Thor. It's like one of those free rings. Thor Ragnarok, that is. Okay, how do I get up here? I need like a... Is it just me? I feel like this is the right way over here. But how? But how? Oh! Why do I feel like this is the right spot? Maybe I have to restart the mission. Do I look cute? Do I look cute trying to figure out how to solve the puzzle? Do I look adorable? Do I at least look adorable as I'm trying to solve the puzzle? Even when I'm mad and upset, do I still look adorable? Because if I still look adorable, then at least I'm doing something great. Okay. Alright. This is not the right room. So we've this room is not it. I'm pretty sure I have to get on top of these. And I have to get on top of these over there. Okay. We know I have to get over there. Which means I gotta get up here. And in order to get up here, gotta go over here. And in order to get up here, I gotta move this way. Gotta dip here. Do a little maneuver. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to be. Pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm pretty sure. Hey, is my cam wooden? Well, let me check something. That looks fine. That's where I'm supposed to be. Now I'm where. Wait. Now I'm where I'm supposed to be. I think. What? What is he saying? I don't even know what that guy's saying. Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to start. But there's nothing here. Is this just me? Is it just me? Am I the only one who senses this? Does anybody else sense this right now? No. 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 Okay, come on. It's got to be easier than this. This doesn't make sense. All right, I think something broke in the game. I don't think this is the right thing. There's got to be some sort of ledge or something. Does anybody else see it? Even though nobody's technically watching, but you are watching, but you aren't. Okay. If it's right here, that would be sad for me. I don't see where anybody. Nope. Hey, by the way, I figured out something, and all right, you know the movie Nope. All right, Are you? Did anybody see the movie? Nope. If you have a premium Peacock service, if you got Peacock and you got a premium account, it's on the Peacock. Or if you rented it, if you've seen the movie, nope. It was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. It was weird. It was weird. It was still good. It was weird. Bullet Train 10 times better, but it was still pretty good. I think Nope was a metaphor for getting caught up in tinfoil hat scenarios. Spoiler alert. All right, anybody who's watching right now and has not seen the movie Nope, I'm about to spoiler alert. You ready? Okay. In the movie Nope, for those of you that have seen it, alien craft, silver alien saucer, gets sucked up into it, right? It's a metaphor for a tinfoil hat. You get sucked up into the tinfoil hat conspiracy theories. You get too sucked into it, and sometimes you can't. It finds you. The conspiracy finds you, and you get sucked up into it. And then sometimes you just ignore it, and it just goes by. You know, I think the movie Nope was a metaphor for getting brought into tinfoil hat scenarios. And I think the UFO represented the tinfoil hat metaphor because it was kind of like a tinfoil hat. So speaking of tinfoil hats, it's pretty good. Speaking of tinfoil hats, you know. Okay, I still don't know what's going on in this map. Anybody? I'm just gonna restart it and see what happens. Find a way in the Poliska. So I gotta find a way. So it's obviously here, I've just gotta find it? Okay, naturally, Naturally, I've got to be over here. Okay, it's telling me that I've got to jump on these things and that thing over there. In order to get there, I've got to get here. So, if we're using our scientifically deductive skills and mindsets, if we're using our mathematical, if we're using the scientific method. Ooh, are you ready? This one's for all you science nerds out there. I'm sitting over here thinking about how to use that scientific method, man. Just sitting here, wondering, thinking, where in this hypothesis mind of mine am I going to use a scientific method to uncover how to get to this next part of the map? This one's for all you science nerds. I can't help it. I'm stuck, and I'm just stuck in this problem. And this problem needs science to figure it out. The only thing that can help me is the scientific method. Scientific method. Oh, scientific method. Please save me. Save me, science. Bill. Nah, this science. Anyways. Where's science? Scientific method, please save me. Scientific method? No. That was close. Science. Science! Science, technology, buttons, switches, lights that light up. Alright, don't think that's helping. But it was a good attempt. Maybe this? Well, unless I'm missing something then we might just need to restart the memory. Unless I'm missing something here. Okay. So this was starting point. This is starting point. Okay. 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 I might need to Google it, man. I gotta be honest. I'm pretty stuck right now. And I know, like, the solution might be something simple, but I'm pretty stuck right now. I mean, unless I'm missing something. Am I missing something, or is this just like, is this just confusing intentionally? Alright. It's time to use our little-known friend called Google. We are going to Google this. We are definitely going to Google this. I don't know where to go. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. If this is like a really simple thing. Uh-huh. Okay. Then you go there. Then you do that. Jump there. Right? You do that, and then that. Right? Right? Ladies and gentlemen, I believe I have run into what is known as a combo breaker. If you're all wondering what a combo breaker is, I now know what it is. I have been stuck here because I don't realize that I have to go up here and then across. So go up and then around. Okay, hold on. This is a combo moment. They've never had this in the game yet, so that's why it's confusing. This is complicated math. Oh! Okay, we go up and then over. We go up and then over. Okay. We did it. You know how Edibot drinks every time she dies? I think I should partake in recreational / medicinal substances. Legal. Every time I have success. I mean, if Edibot already covered, you know, that part of the thing, you know, I think I should partake in things when I have success. You know, if Edibot's gonna drink when she fails, maybe I should drink when I don't fail. I don't know, that'd be kind of fun. Right? I mean, we are close to 100%ing this, right? Oh, we got gifts, treasure. I hear treasure. I hear... No. It's a Borgia flag. Very nice. Very nice. That's real good. Really nice. Okay. Wait a minute. Whoa. This isn't right. Oh, there we go. Okie dokie. Checkpoint.
Now I can get back up here.
Lovely. Lovely. Not. Wait, how do I get back up here? Wait. How does this work? Wait a minute. Hold on here. How does this work? I think this is being facetious. Wait a minute. Wait. This doesn't make sense. How? How do you get there? Oh. Okay. Sometimes when... Okay, hold on. When I'm, like, clicking this thing here, I'm just clicking it. It seems that it's directionally based. Okay, so I'm holding W, and then spacebar. Wait, what do I do? No? How do you do this? So W spacebar. Okay, you gotta hold shift. Gotta shift it. You gotta shift. Oh, no, that's drop. You don't want to, well, want to drip drop. Drip a drop. But, alright. Okay. Okay, so you press WD, then spacebar, and that's how, okay. Oh, hold on. You gotta figure out how to traverse this real quick. I don't think I did anything wrong. I think they were trolling me, man. I think I was being trolled. I think you can explain that last set of scenarios, that previous set of scenarios on trolling. Yeah, I really think you can. And now that we have a better understanding of what prevented us from having success before, well, not prevented us, but interfered with, because technically we got it right. The thing that's interfering, that was, or used to interfere with our success, can now be easily conquered. And I know this is part of the reason why some people want people to fail over and over again until they have success. It's because if you fail, and I agree with this, and this is why failure, you know, is sometimes an okay thing in society. Not always, but sometimes. Alright. Is that it allows you to find out the mistakes that are being made so you can better, you know, compete, right? You fail so you can find out in what areas you need to work on, or what areas need to get better. I get that concept. A lot of people do. But there's also, I think, I think there's something to be said about having success when you deserve to have success. Unless success is based on generation. Is success a generational based thing? Because that would make the whole social media generation so weird, you know? Kind of like success based on learned aspects of society versus
back up here.
Success for having a really good idea that everybody financially supports. Speaking of ideas that people financially supports, how about that FTX thing, man? Crypto in itself, I think, is a very interesting world. But clearly, I guess that guy, that Friedman guy, kind of just misused his investors' money, is what the allegation is. So, good luck to them. I'm sure they're happy to be back in the United States. So, good luck on your legal journey. And, crypto, what a world.
If I fall, that will aid me.
Yeah, I don't know if crypto's a crutch, to be honest with you. I don't think crypto is a crutch. I think crypto is an idea. Honestly, I think crypto is an idea to give people who are stuck in different societal games, because I think each major society, I think they all have their games on how to make money, on how to earn income, on how to live a lifestyle. I think they do. And they have different ways to live that. And because of that, certain games can get played. And I think what crypto is intended to do, crypto is intended to give a universal economy. I think crypto was the same way that universal healthcare in America was attempted to give people universal healthcare. I think crypto was an attempt on an international scale to give people universal financial options outside of economies that heavily relied on a country's political strength or governmental strength or societal strength. Because it does seem to be that sometimes economies are dictated by how strong a society is, right? The stronger a society... Well, let's look at it. American dollar, very strong. And it's strong because it's based on a strong foundational society concept. Which is why the idea of America is so important, by the way. So even for you people out there who are super financial nerds and financial geeks and just super into the whole mathematical financial aspect of America, and I think there's two crowds in America. There's the America that supports the financial prosperous side, and then there's the America that supports the philosophical, political, ideological side. And I think they both intertwine, but I think they both have their different sides. And I think they're both important. So if you think about it, America really does, it has its Americans who support America financially through its economic system, and then Americans who support America through its ideological achievements. And through that, it's building something. It's still an experiment, right? So people experiment with it, but it's so I think there are some people who definitely make decisions based on pure financial aspects, which is understandable in a capitalist society. But I think you definitely need the philosophical, ideological, governmental aspects. Now, some people intertwine the religious part of history with our government's current modern needs. And I'll be honest, there are certain aspects of religious past, because they were so intertwined, just like the world of kink, and this is why, the world of kink, religion, government and politics has been around since the Roman days, but the world of kink, dominance and submission, power and control, and the biblical world have been around a little bit longer. The idea of politics and the idea of community, or not community, but the idea of social community, like engaging democracy, that's a relatively new idea relative to how long human beings have been. Even if you look at it from a biblical sense, whether you look at human beings as being around 6,000 years, or whether you view human beings as being around for 600,000 years, there's still a dynamic there that stems from people's, background in that regard. So, democracy is still, it's a newer concept relative to the kink world and the power submission dominance world and the world of biblical, background. But it's still an important, same way, and you ready for this? The same way that cell phones and computers are very important today, in modern society, right? These cell phones, these computers use information from the past to build our current future, to build our modern state. But we use our progress that we made up to this point to build a better future, right? Computers are a good example. They're not exactly the same thing as human evolution, but they certainly are a certain type of example that we can use to compare certain aspects of human behavior. You know, not everything. It's not a one-for-one trade. There are definitely differences between humans and computers. Let me put it this way. Until computers can be self-sufficient without human beings and survive a long period of time, then that's one major difference, right? Computers need humans to be self-sufficient. To operate, they need humans to be able to create the energy and the electricity. So, you know, even if computers are smarter than humans, they still need human beings to be able to operate, so to speak, right? Without human beings being able to provide electricity, until we create solar panels that allow computers to stay connected until the sun dies out, of course. You know, because one day the sun will die out. So here's an interesting thing for the whole people who are like, computers are taking over the world, we're all bots. Here's the thing with that. Even if that's true, our solar systems, and spoiler alert to those of you that live in a biblical world, but I live in a world of science. I like to live in a world of science and fiction, science and imagination mixed with real science, the world of art mixed with the world of science and fact. So whatever. I have a degree in arts and science, so it makes sense in certain capacities, but I forgot what I was saying. So, and it was a really good one. Someone remind me. World of Arts and Sciences. I forgot what I was saying. I forgot. Sorry. See, this is where it's good to have a chat. See, if I had a chat, and an active chat log, an active chat room, if I had an active chat, people could help remind me what I was talking about. This wine's good. Did I mention that? This is good wine. This is good wine. This is good wine. Let's see. So if I had an active chat room, this is where it would be easy to help remind me of things that I've, kind of like maybe don't remember as easily. What was I saying? Oh my gosh. Don't you hate that though? People have experienced this before, right? You're talking about something and then you just lose your train of thought. People have experienced that before, I think. I don't think that's new. But for those of you that have experienced it, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like, oh. All right, let's see what we can do here. Politics. I remember it was about politics and art. Something about art and the world of art and the world of politics. New concepts, old. Okay. Let me see if I can think of it. Bringing the newer, older concepts. Okay. Okay, I kind of see where I was thinking now. So bringing older foundations basically to modern time. And the world of art basically vibing with the modern world. It was something I can't remember exactly what it was still, but I know it had something to do with that. Sorry. But this is a good reason. Hold on. This is sometimes a good reason why I bring up the same point over and over again. This is one good reason. A good reason why I bring up the same point over and over again can actually be when I forget what I was making sometimes. Or if I'm talking about something and I forget about what it was because I just get caught up in the moment. That's why it's sometimes good when I repeat myself. Just for those people who are, were unaware of what I was talking about or the reference. So that's one good reason. Alright. Let's see if we can, Okay. Okay. Alright, Borgia flag. We're still good. We're still good. Okay. Hold shift while falling and catch back. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's just like falling and catching. I know that one. Me knows this one. Hello. Beer bag. Okay. All right. Ooh. Nice. We're doing it. Ooh. Drip a drop. Oh. Okay, I did it. I'm still alive. Oh! Checkpoint.
That could help if I fall.
Treasure.
Magnifico.
Okay. This it? Did I do it? Okay. Alright, alright. Seems to be the correct thing to do here. Checkpoint. Well. Oh. Hold on here, I almost made a mistake. You ready? We're gonna drip drop this ball sack here. Wait, that's not a ball sack. It's a sack that looks like it's what? So 3, 2, 1, a drip, a drop. Sorry, it's not a ball sack. But it looks like a ball is being... Anyways. I apologize for my childish humor. When I say childish humor, I mean adult childish humor, not like... I mean like adult humor, but that's like adult humor, but like... Oh boy. So how do I get down? Do I get down without hurting myself? Ah! This is a little worrisome. Okay, so I gotta go over there. Okay. I could drop here, but okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh! Okay. I was scared for a second. Go here. Oh. Oh. Okay. This is good. It's really good. Wait. Okay, still good. Whoa. So how do we get over here? We gotta jump up here. So I gotta get over there in order to get over there. Well, this is confusing. Oh, this is a confusing puzzle. Let's try this first. That's not it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna cheat sheet this. Okay, I think I see it. I've got to go over here, and then I've got to go up there, and then over, and then around, and then wha-bam. Okay, okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. Wait, how do I get over there, though? Oh, crap. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay. Was that there before? I don't remember seeing that before. Did anybody else see that before? I didn't see that before. That wasn't there before. I don't remember that. Nobody else saw that. Wasn't there. Checkpoint.
Perfect. A route up if I fall.
Drink every time we have success. I like this. I like this plan. Okay, over here. We're gonna move over here. And we're just gonna walk this way. Talk this way. Walk this way. And now give me a kiss. We did it. Oh, 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 we did it. Dark and ominous. Just keeping in theme with the dark and ominous theme. Just keeping in line. Whoa. Just keeping in line with the dark ominous theme. Oh. Oh my gosh. This is what I want. This is what I want. No! It's not what I want. It's not what I want. Good news, everyone. I have good news. I've got more one. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna call this a success because our failures lead to our successes, which means that we can't have success without our mom's secret recipe. We can't have success without our mother's secret recipe. And I think at the end of the day, we can all agree that our mothers, those of us who have them, can be very important. And if we have our mother's secret recipe, that we will be able to conquer the world. For those of you that don't have a mother, perhaps a father's secret recipe. do I do this? Okay. There we go. I think we can speed run through this, so it shouldn't really be that difficult. Should be relatively easy to catch up to what it. So not a problem here.
Now I can get back up here.
Indeed. Indeed. Okay. And good. It's a little speed run we got going here. A little quick little speed run. Ho 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 ho.
If I fall, that will aid me.
Bene. 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 Is that how they say it in Italian? Bene. So, we're going to be finishing the Assassin's Creed relatively soon. And, we're going to be starting a new Assassin's Creed. We've got The Division. When we're finished with Assassin's Creed tonight, I think I'd like to continue with The Division. And, so we've got 2 games we can choose from. Now, the scheduled game for us to play is Ghost Recon Wildlands. That's what I'm scheduled. That's what I'm scheduled to do. Not by anything official, but by my own kind of like schedule. Or, you know, my scheduling mixed with the synchronized scheduling and what have you. The next one up is Ghost Recon Wildlands. However, Splinter Cell would be a nice little alternative to having a second game to play. We still technically have Watch Dogs. Shit. Oh! We still technically have Watch Dogs. We haven't really played that a whole lot, but that's okay. So we've got Division, we've got Assassin's Creed. Those are 2 games, and then if we want to fit in a third, it would probably be I think Wildlands. Wildlands. I'm gonna start when I finish Division. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did a playthrough already of Wildlands.
Help if I fall.
I did a playthrough already, and I see Wildlands as being a game that I have multiple playthroughs. It was kind of like a hidden playthrough for myself and for other reasons. Does that mean the other flag was over there? Whatever. But I do plan on doing a public playthrough. I'm very close to completing 100% the private playthrough. So that's cool, because there's a lot in that game. I mean, a full 100% soon. But there are things that I haven't done in the private playthrough that I plan on doing in the public playthrough. And then my public playthroughs are going to be themed based. So I think the first theme, and this is where it could get interesting. If I really want to make it interesting, I could actually do a Splinter Cell theme for my first playthrough of Ghost Recon. So for example, you can make characters in Ghost Recon, right? So one of my characters, the first character I made was like a Duke Nukem. So it was like a Duke Nukem character, so it's kind of like run and gun kind of style. And the second character we can make is kind of like a stealth You know, we can make so that's the fun with Ghost Recon, is that we can actually have multiple playthroughs of that game with different kind of characters, and that's where we can have fun. You know, experimenting with all kind of different, you know, artistic and creative styles. I think I can match up with people in that game. So Division and Ghost Recon Wildlands are actually two good opportunities for people who are interested in joining me on this kind of like streaming journey experience. If you're someone who's kind of like into role playing, doesn't mind talking about things from, you know, that range from a wide different variety of topics, who, until I can get my whole streaming setup solidified, so I'm not, you know, so I have a more solid, at least a 12-month long, you know, certainty of where I'm going to be in regards to my streaming and my setup and how loud I can be in my environment. You know, when those things are more certain, you know, but I'll be able to really open up the field. But for those people who can kind of work around my schedule, Ghost Recon and The Division are two opportunities where I can engage with people that want to join me on stream in the co-op experience. So if you're someone who would like to join me, you know, and this could even be a potential dating scenario. This could be a dating show too, right? Like if some of you out there want to date me, but you're afraid to do it publicly, this could be an opportunity for you to date me on stream. You know what? I think this is a great opportunity. It's a way to play games with me. You know, I made a YouTube video. It was a Moose's Loose series video. I think it was season 2, episode 3 or episode 4. I was homeless at the time, and at the video, just like on my World of Tanks video, I kind of went into a little dialogue, and I mentioned I wanted to find a girlfriend who supported me in my video game pursuits, or my business pursuits, which would be a more modern version of it. My current modern business pursuits. And I wanted to engage with the video game community, and I wanted to earn an income and make a livable wage off of what I do, so that way I can continue doing it without having to involve a lot of politics, because it seems like there's a lot of politics that do get involved. You know, this is one of the videos I made, and it was related to Smite at the time, and although me and Smite have a much different relationship now, the sentiment still remains the same. So, yeah. So I think, you know, if there's a way for me to engage with people, you know, how did I get on this side again? If you want me to engage with people, then that might not be the worst way, you know? A really good way to get involved, I think. For both me and my audience alike. And I know there's an audience out there, even if it is kind of a lurking audience. I know the audience exists. I know you're out there. I see you, audience. I see you out there. I see you hiding back there. I see you hiding. I see you moving to the front of the audience. I see you. I see the audience moving forward. And I do want to say, while yes, there are some aspects about my past that do relate to security and national security and my privacy and things such as that nature, but that's true for any aspect. That's true for Hollywood, that's true for the government, that's true for people and celebrity. You know, they all have a certain element of security and privacy in their life that they deal with. So, you know, that's why I mentioned early on in the stream that I felt more comfortable now, kind of like, you know, being more open to the dating stuff. I've always been open to it, but now seems like a good time based on the relative things that are going on in the time and space that I have, and it just seems like a good place where people can meet me. Kind of like, I don't know. Until people want to like organize an official meet and greets, right? Until you want to all organize an official meet and greet. Now, I will say this, by the way. On my birthday, I stayed at a hotel. My mom visited me. I stayed at a hotel, and near that hotel, they had a nice little, light setup by a park in a community center. It was a very nice setup. I wish there was a little bit more Hanukkah theme to it, but I had a very nice setup and had like a moose kind of reindeer theme and some stuff. And it was very cool. If you notice World of Tanks has kind of like a similar light setup on their game. So I don't know if there was a connection between the lights that were there and World of Tank, but if there is, that's cool. That was really cool. And if you want to set up an official meet and greet, you know, I'm here, I'm available, and I'd be open to an official meet and greet. Some, you know, for certain, you know, honestly, if I have a fan base that's big enough that wants to have a meet and greet, I think I have some time in my schedule that I can set a couple hours up for something like that, you know. But you got to engage with me. You got to reach out. You got to connect with me. You got to communicate with me. You got to, you know, email me, text me, call me, beat me when you want to meet me. So, you know. All right, where are we at here? Getting back over here. Okay. Oh, hold on. All right. This is the part, I believe. This is the part I need to get right. Okay.
Perfect. A route up if I fall.
Perfect. Perfect. I miss you. Just dipsy doodling our way all around the map. Okay. Hold. Okay, from a hanging position. Alright. Oh. Oh. Okay. Much better. Much better. Better. Much better. And we're just gonna... Okay. Very nice. Very nice. And drip a drop. I think that was it.
Amen.
We did it. We did it, right? How do I get down from here? Wait a minute. Oh. Whee! Oh. Why don't you check out my TikTok or my Instagram? How about my Twitch or my YouTube? This is where I would edit this part in a video to make those cool TikToks that I make that you're all checking out on my TikTok and my... Okay, by the way, I put the TikTok videos, I put them on Instagram, I put them on YouTube, but they get a lot more views on TikTok than they do Instagram or YouTube. I think they're pretty good. I have a new one out. It's an Elon Musk themed one. It's pretty cool. Twitter themed Elon Musk. I think you all would find it pretty funny. Internet people, I think you'd find it entertaining. I put my TikToks out, but I put them out on my Instagram and I put them out on my YouTube too. But they get a way more views on the TikTok than any other sources. So, you know, what that's about, I don't know. But I'm doing, you know, I'm putting videos out, and TikTok seems to be the main leading source now. So if the YouTube people or the Instagram people want to, like, get on their horsey and try to figure out if they can jump in the race, you know, that'd be kind of cool. But, you know. Anyways. We get our treasure, and then I think we're gonna call it for this stream. Let's see what we got. Loot 'em good. Loot 'em good. Romulus scroll. Okay. And that concludes our layer of Romulus. Number 5. And we're out of the cage. Officially out of the cage. Cheers. Okay. Well, that's been today's Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna drip drop my way to the top. Well, thanks for watching. Thank you. Thanks for, ooh, let's get this. This has been Assassin's Creed, part 32, I believe. Maybe this is saying that there's 34 parts, so maybe we have 2 more parts left, 2 or 3 more parts. So right after New Year's, it seems like we'll start our next Assassin's Creed game, and we got. I'm gonna try and jump on the Division. What time is it? 1 o'clock. Maybe I'll give it a couple hours break, but we'll jump on the Division a little bit later. And I think this was a successful stream. A lot of, I was able to, portray some information to everyone regarding some things that I care about. It's our first Venetian wine stream, officially. And, cheers. Cheers to many more Assassin's Creed streams because this is the first game in a very long series, and I'd like to do this. I'd like to do this at least for the considerable future. So I will see you all tomorrow. I mean, I will see you all Friday, and then I will see you maybe on New Year's. Yeah, I'm Ezio. This is the Animus. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to come back. Have a good one. Have a good one. Take care now. Have a good one. Bye. I'm Ron Bergen. Ah!